Welcome back, folks, to Fallout 76. I'm Soopa-Dave, and today we are going to be looking at legendary weapons and armor. Now, we won't do power armor today because I don't think we'll have time. We'll see. Maybe we will. But first things first, you guys have been seeing we've been doing the events and stuff. We've got a ton of power armor here and not power armor, a legendary gear, sorry, between weapons and armor. I have my chest, my stash completely full almost. So we got to start to take care of that today. And also, I do want to show you the perks here because we did have some level ups in the previous videos. Just so you guys know what I'm looking for in legendary right now, I am doing the non-rifleman build, and you can see we have Pack Rat, and I will go through these stats, but big thing is we're doing rifle, non-automatic rifle perks, and perks that are going to help us out level up, and sneak perks. So for example, Covert Operative, Mr. Sandman, the sneak, and then we're going to help out a lot. And then obviously you have some usuals like Bloody Mess and Adrenaline. Some that are really going to help out quite a bit, like Gunsmith here. So, one thing I did forget here is we got to throw on a couple legendary perks. We are going to go with, first of all, follow through for sure. Sneak damage increases. So that's going to be helpful. And we are also going to do, I believe there is a Master and Filter. Yeah, this is just a quality of life perk, to be honest. And since we're talking about legendary stuff, legendary perks are obviously a start. And I think we're going to maybe wait on this last perk for the time being because, I mean, we'll throw ammo factory in for right now, but I do want to take a longer look at the stats I want to do long term and go through that. So, at least we have them now, and we can rank them up with these perk coins. And we may do that actually. Let's go ahead and rank up this one to 2. That one's a quality of life one. It'll make us a lot easier, for lock picking in our skills, and it won't take up any of our stat points. So, and also, at some point, I just realized we're going to have to scrap some of these ones that we're not going to use. That might not be a lot of fun, so I might do that off camera. Alright, so today, as you guys can see, we have nothing legendary for weapons that we're using, and nothing for our armor as well. So today, we're going to take a look here in our stash, check and see if anything can help us. First of all, anything that is low rank, we are not going to be using. And obviously, we're not going to be using a board. So anything lower than 45, we are just going to take and get rid of right off the bat. So that will be a good one as well. And kind of want to show that. Yeah, these just aren't going to be super handy for us, and they're going to be taking up a lot of room. That hunting rifle wouldn't have been terrible, but it is level 40. So 15, like I said, anything lower than 45 or 50, we're instantly just going to chuck because it's not going to be worth building into long term. There is a, that one is not going to be worth it, sadly. And one thing we can do with these, and I do want to show this, is we're going to go ahead and these are all 30. I think we might already have the amount we need to do what I want here to start off the episode. A lot of these are not going to help us out at all. They're just so low level. Ooh, a quad combat rifle. We are going to come back to that because that is probably going to help us out, actually. And that one is low. A lot of low stuff that we're going to have to get rid of from doing events here. We We'll see here. Ooh, Bertha and Helga. We might hang on to them just to see what them are all about. They're new. And I think for the time being, we will put these in here. So what you can do, you can see we are full. With these, the ones that we're never going to use, we're going to throw in that to this legendary exchange. One of the most important things to do. And you can see we could just go ahead, trade these in. We're not going to be using any of these. For me, if it's lower than a certain, or if it's lower than like 45 or 50, there's no point in actually putting effort into it. So you can see we're getting our script here. Give me 1 second. We got 195 left. And we are going to have so much extra left over, it's not even going to be funny. Let's see. Let's get rid of these 1 stars. They're worth less and they're taking up the most room in our inventory here. So that's 40. We'll have to find another 1 star. So I wish I had a different inventory for them, but that's all we can get out of there for today. As you can see, we have only 10 left in there, so I could go find a 1 star and put in there. But outside of that, we're done for trading it in. And why that stuff is important is we are going to go put these legendary items back in here for the time being. And we are going to run down and show you what you do with that. So real quick, we are going to head down to the Rusty Pick. It is very close to us. So we are going to head down here, and we are going to head into the interior. We're going to want to trade this stuff when we get in here with the Purveyor. I believe he's still called the Purveyor. He used to be in a different spot on the other side of the map. Okay, come on, let's go. Are you still called the Purveyor? Oh, yeah, you are. So you can see our inventory. We can do... let's see here. Let's go to our inventory, and you can see we can buy these legendary modules, which we are definitely going to want to do. Let's see. How many can we buy? I think 11 or 12 maybe. Oh, we can buy much more than that. I'm an idiot. 22. Golly, let's buy 22. Let's just type it in. Boom. Yep. Oh, well, we could buy 11 more. 22 in total, Dave, not that. So we're going to use them legendary modules. There we go. And now we're out of the script for the day. And what them are going to do is going to be able to turn normal weapons into legendary. So let's head back to our base here. And we need to see if any of the legendaries that we've gotten from all these events are actually going to help us. I seen a quad rifle in there, and that's actually something we may use for the time being. That's going to be a very good replacement for this pistol. Quad means it holds more, so each legendary thing is going to help quite a bit. So, and they have their own stats. So some of them, like, for example, you can read into them. There's a million different legendary perks. You just have to know what you're going to find. For armor, most people look for either unyielding or bolstering or vanguards. I personally like overeaters, but there's a lot of stuff to look for on weapons and armors. Now, we're just going to go through and grab that one that I think we want to use. Also, I'm going to grab this out as well. Where was that? Combat. There's a quad short. We may actually use that. So, I think that is actually what we are going to be doing. Let's see, quad. There's a lever action and a quad. Now, we're going to scrap these right off the bat right away. So let's scrap this one and this one as well. So why do I like these two weapons here? Well, the combat rifle is still a non-automatic, but it shoots out right rounds a lot quicker. So let's see this. You can see here. So close in on enemies, that's going to be super handy, and especially being quad, you can see it holds 80 rounds, and it's as fast as I can shoot. So that's going to be really helpful. And then also the lever action is a very good long range one. And so I think today these are the two ones we're going to go with. And because we have some extra stuff to do legendary, just to show, we are actually going to probably try to make this lever action, in fact, legendary. But let's first, let's get this there and our new one right here. Now, with the quad, we're really not worried about damage for the time being. It does do pretty good damage, but this is more of our peg and shoot and event things. That's what we're really going to be worried with that. So we're going to upgrade this last, and we're not in the legendary quad thing is really good, being able to hold 300% ammo capacity. So we're going to leave that puppy alone for the time being. And we are going to take a look at the suppressed lever action here quick. So let me take a gander at some other things and make sure I'm not overlooking something here. So looking through, I definitely didn't see any better options. Also, this suppressed lever action also uses 45s, which means we only have to keep one ammo type on us, which is really cool. That'll save a little bit of weight and just be less of a pain in the butt. So I showed that the quad action shoots really quick. Now that's going to be for our close up suppression. The suppressed one, we're probably going to take that scope off. I don't really care for scopes, but you can see it. This is a lot slower, and it only holds 5 rounds. So we want to actually do some modifications to this first. We're going to go in to this, and we're going to paint these. And the reason we're going to paint these is so we don't accidentally sell them or trade them in. So let's do that to both of them. Ooh, we could do the poker on this one. So the combat rifle is already good enough to do what we need to peg a bunch of targets. We can upgrade that if we want, but the main focus is going to be our main weapon here. And this is going to be this lever action here. So we probably don't have a lot for it. So can we see plan? Nope, we need to scrap more lever actions to really have a good one. But you can see Harden and Prime here. Definitely an upgrade on power, which would be cool. We already have tuned, so that one's actually pretty good. That does help us out a little bit. Stabilized, long barrel, again, we definitely would need more scrapping. So we're going to have to scrap more lever action rifles. Now, I don't see any perks to... I mean, it will make it would weigh a little bit less. Not much difference there. It's not worth doing, in my opinion. Again, that ones are actually pretty good enough. We don't want that. I don't want that long scope at all. That thing is going to be kind of annoying. But we definitely are going to have to scrap some lever actions. If I run across a lever action plan, that will help us quite a bit. So we're not going to be doing a lot with this. Except for with this one, we're going to go ahead and make it legendary. Yes, you don't just get the legendaries from the event. We can add it ourselves. So you can see we went and bought some of them legendary items at the purveyors. And also you can get them from the events, the modules as well. And then you get the course from the purveyor. So we're going to try our luck here and see what we get for 3 stars. We don't get a choice. These are going to be super random. All right, let's give her a try. What did we get? Berserkers is damage resistance decreases. I mean, that's not a terrible one. Hmm. I know this is probably not smart, but let's try it again. As you gain mutations, that actually wouldn't be a bad one, but again, we're gonna try it again. Aristocrats. Based on the, we can get more, so that one gives us more damage based on caps we have. We don't have a lot of caps. Hmm. That one's not awful, but I think we're still gonna try again. Anti-armor. Oh, that's what we were hoping for. So stat-wise, it's not going to look great, but we're going to get anti-armor penetration. Like I said, there's a lot of different stuff when you're looking for it. I like anti-armor stuff quite a bit. Critical damage will be also plus 50, and the weapon breaks slower. So this thing is probably going to be pretty solid for us. I think we're going to leave that alone for the time being now. I don't think the anti-armor will affect the actual rating on the gun. No, but you'll notice it a lot more when we shoot stuff. So I think with the last weapon, we were really doing like 130 with our hunting rifle. This should be a significant upgrade. But again, we want to get like maybe a glow sighter on it or something here. All right, for our armor, this is more interesting because we do have deep-pocketed basically everything but our chest piece. And we really haven't had that much luck on our armor. We want eventually an unyielding set for a different type of build I'm working on. But for the most part, we're going to want overeaters or vanguards. So vanguards give you plus damage resistant with high health, and the overeaters gives a damage reduction of like I think it's 6% each piece while you're fully fed and stuff. So that one's what we're going to be going for. Let me see if I actually have an overeaters in here so you guys can see it. Yeah, as you damage reduction up to 6% as you feel your hunger and thirst. Well, on 5 pieces of armor, that's significant. 30% is huge. In my opinion, it's better than the Vanguards, but Vanguards is not bad either. Having 34 plus 35 damage resistance, the higher my health, energy, and damage. So that might be something we do down the road with overeaters. We're going to try to save that stuff. Now we got a lot of actual power armor stuff, but as for normal armor, not so much. So we kind of have slim pickings here. And then unyielding, it will be a set that we work on later, as you can see here. Unyielding, let's pull that up and re-inspect. Unyielding is where you gain all or gain the 3 to each special, except for in endurance when health is low. So if you keep your health down low, this armor can make you really powerful as well. And we're going to keep our armor high, and this is still going to be good enough to help us. And it does have a couple perks that may actually help us quite a bit if we go back in there and look at it again. It has +1 charisma and minus 50 fall damage, and it's not a bad piece. So right now we have 245 weight, 125 physical damage resistance, and 319 energy. It's a lot of energy. Let's see if we can switch some of these and see if it does get a little bit better. Let's see, what was that? It went from 125 to 319. So it went up 1, but we gained radiation. We gained radiation protection. That one might be worth doing, actually. Let's see, regenerative metal leg. Let's put that back for now. We're going to debate on that one. And 126. Ooh, okay, 126 to... So 125, 319. Ooh, we lose a lot of energy damage there. We haven't had too much luck, but we do need some more physical damage right now. So let's go ahead and hit that. 127 and water resistance. Surprisingly, and we lose 10 pounds on weight. I actually thought that was going to be a pretty solid piece for us, all things considered. And a lot of this we can't actually do anything to, except for the heavy combat armor. And let's see, 153. Yeah, that one's definitely worth it. We will be doing that one. And this one doesn't seem like it at first, but I think we can upgrade this as well. Let's see here. Where was the metal? I think we can upgrade this with painted. Yeah, that will help it significantly. Ooh, and stealth and shadows. We might actually do that one. Okay, so that one, not bad. And we might as well paint it so we don't accidentally sell it. And it'll give us a little bit of a heal rate too. And where was the other one? The heavy combat. I think there was one I could do on here. Yeah, reinforce, and that'll help a lot. Okay, was there anything else we could do to this? Nope, we can paint it though. So on our armor, not as big of differences. Let's go ahead and scrap them pieces we're not wearing anymore. Not as big a difference as I would like. So we did lose 15 pounds of carry capacity, but we gained about 50 damage resistance. We lose some energy, but I'm okay with that. I needed the physical. So obviously not too bad, and we may save these other two pieces for right now. We're gonna have to thin out what is in our deal here, and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look through this and then talk about stuff that I'm gonna save here and why I'm gonna save it. Maybe in the next episode, maybe, but right now I'd really like to go up and try out our new weapons here. Alright, so let's try this out on Super Mutants here. And we're going to see here, we're going to do some pretty good damage. I wish I had the glow sight here. You can see we do pretty significant damage now. And especially when we get a kill going, that seems to really help as well. But you can see we are not spotted at all because of the suppressor. There we go. See if we get... Oh. And this shoots a lot quicker than the hunting rifle, in my opinion. Look at that, 300 damage, and we're able to do it relatively quick on each one. Alright, let's do, now just to show what this one's good for. But you can see, really when you're up close and a lot of enemies, you can see right now we got a lot right here. And we can go like that and do it as well. But now we aren't spotted, or we're spotted now, but even with this combat rifle, we weren't spotted for a while. Come on. Yep, I see you coming too. There we go. So even though, hopefully that wasn't too loud, even though this wasn't silenced or with a suppressor, you can see we're still not spotted, so we're still getting sneak damage. Would really like to get a suppressor on that, because that means even up close they'll be able to not see us. Let's see how close he can get before we get in danger. Oh, even there he's not spotting us, so it's still really powerful. There we go. But you can see the way you can shell out rounds, especially up close, when this thing's up close, that thing's super handy. And we're just working through these guys, even with my terrible aim today. And we could use VATS, but I like, honestly, there's one of the legendary perks that you get that's damage while aiming, and I like that one. So I end up not using VATS quite a bit here. Alright, there we go. Yeah, good luck with that. So when I've been using the lever action, I haven't been spotted at all yet. Alright, let's pull it all in. And it is nice having the same ammo for both your guns. So if we get a sight on the lever action and a suppressor on the combat rifle, I'd be pretty happy. So look out for them weapons moving forward. And anyway, you guys have a wonderful day. I will see you next time, folks. Have a good one. Office Pop.